He created 3 million fake bank accounts using your name to do it. For decades, this was the most trusted bank in America. Millions of families believed their life savings were in the safest hands on Wall Street. The center was John Stumpf, a man who seemed to find a miracle for making money. While other banks were collapsing, his profits were reaching heights that seemed impossible. Behind the granite walls, employees were forced to meet quotas that broke their spirits. They were ordered to forge signatures and open secret accounts to keep their jobs. Thousands of people started noticing strange fees and accounts they never opened. One small group realized the truth, but when they tried to speak, they were silenced. One man faked 3 million accounts to satisfy his greed, a story the bank tried to bury. To understand how Stumpf broke the system, you must understand his obsession with one number. He called it 8 is great. Stumpf believed every customer who walked into his bank should have at least 8 different products: checking account, a savings account, a credit card, and a mortgage. He wanted it all. But there was a problem. Most people only needed 1 or 2 bank accounts. Stumpf didn't care about what people needed. He only cared about the stock price. He turned his bank branches into high-pressure sales floors that felt like corporate sweatshops. Employees were given daily sales quotas that were mathematically impossible to meet. If they didn't hit their numbers, they were threatened with immediate firing. To keep their jobs, employees began moving money into fake accounts without customer consent. They started opening accounts for customers without telling them. They would take a customer's existing information and create a second, secret account. And they would move a few dollars from the real account into the fake one. Just enough to make the new account look active, but not enough for the customer to notice the missing money. The customer, it looked like a bank error to Wall Street. It looked like explosive growth. Stumpf was hailed as a genius. He was invited to the White House and praised by the world's most famous investors. In 2013, employees had opened over 2 million unauthorized accounts. Employees were creating fake email addresses to register accounts. Called it pinning, assigning generic codes like 0000 to thousands of accounts. Victims were often the most vulnerable, including the elderly, students, and non-English speakers. Because of these fake accounts, customers were denied car loans and home mortgages. Whistleblower Yesenia saw the fraud and refused to stay silent. She called the bank's internal ethics line. She thought she was doing the right thing. Instead of investigating the fraud, the bank fired her. Hundreds of whistleblowers were fired and blacklisted from the banking industry forever. Internal memos warned executives about the illegal sales tactics as early as 2004. They received reports about unusual activity for years. Profits were too high to stop, with the bank's value reaching nearly $300 billion. Then, a reporter from the Los Angeles Times began asking questions. Spoke to former employees who were terrified to give their names. When the story broke, national headlines exposed the scale of the fake accounts. Regulators who had been asleep for a decade finally woke up. He was called to testify before the United States Senate. Powerful bankers sat alone at a small table, facing a panel of angry senators. Senators demanded to know how 5,000 employees were fired without his knowledge. Tried to blame the low-level workers. He called them a few bad apples. He had made $200 million while his tellers were being fired for the fraud he encouraged. The bank was ordered to pay a $3 billion fine. John Stumpf was forced to resign and was banned from the banking industry for life. Millions of people still have damaged credit scores that may take years to repair. The bank remained open, but millions of customers moved their money to local competitors. In the end, they didn't just steal money. They stole the identities of 3.5 million people.